Hey guys, welcome back to ESL TV for the ESL 1 Battlefield 4 Seasonal Cut number 2, and we're into the second semifinal. Sorry for the delay that we had. We had some problems with some players not getting into the game quick enough, and some of them having some internet problems, but I'm once again, fortunately, joined by Dogbert. How are you doing, sir? How was that break?
It was a significant break. I could have went and made some food.
And I bet you enjoyed all the things you heard as well during that break. But we'll not get into that. We'll save that for ourselves. You should see my actual paper that I have on my desk here from what I did in the break. But we do have PyRogen kicking off against Fnatic. First map will be on Dawnbreaker. Second one will be on Lancang Dam. I'm gonna see if you guys remember, PyRogen did 2-0 Fnatic back in the last season's finals. And now Fnatic already have beat him in cut number 1, taking a nice 2-0. And we'll find out if they can do it again here. Benny, he's gonna be the one subbing in for PyRogen. Unfortunately, the last man on their team was having some problems, and I don't know, this is honestly going to feel like probably another one-sided game for Fnatic.
Oh, we'll have to see right now. Fnatic not having the best time in the middle of the map, getting almost completely wiped, losing 2 guys straight away, Drunks and Too Easy going down, and oh, that's really nasty, right in the middle of the map there. That's the squad bomb I was talking about before, and the danger of just not knowing where you're getting shot from. Hadrian, everyone spawned around him, and they all died, and that's a 3-man wipe very early on, and Benny, last guy alive in the middle, and he goes down, and PyRogen here just going to be able to get this A flag, but they're going to lose B and C quite quickly.
Yes, they will indeed here. And let's go over the lines for both of you guys, or for both teams, for you guys at home who are familiar with them. Over on PyRogen's side, we have Hexus, Benny, Ikaho, Hadrian, and Melisium. Whereas on the Fnatic, we have Unfix, Valu, Mort, Too Easy, and the man himself who nades himself to kill himself many times, I said, Drunks. Had to get that one in there. Maybe he'll nade himself again in this game. I'm actually going to tune in with him just to see if he does have that happen. He's not really happy about that second on camera, but you know, you got to rub it in when you can, especially when he did on Lancang Dam. But if you guys remember, actually, last cut when they played in the semifinals, PyRogen, they played on Zavod, sorry. Where actually no, it wasn't Zavod. It was Lancang Dam first. It was 119 tickets in favor of Fnatic. Then Parasol Storm, which was 120. So Fnatic not only beat them, they destroyed them. And right now, they're not looking like to be the same Fnatic that we saw last week.
No, it's a back and forth one right now, but Fnatic do seem to be getting the better of the exchanges here. And with this ticket lead right now with A and C, not the exactly one they want, but there you go. 3-man wipe once again at A, and Hadrian, last man remaining, and he's not in a great position as well, so it looks like PyRogen here are going to get locked out near C, but that's another wipe. Look where that spawn comes in, right near the A flag. Very unusual. This is going to give a respite for PyRogen here. Going to get this A and C flag, but really they shouldn't be getting that at all.
Yeah, and we see Valo already rotating in. He's already still sitting towards the A flag, trying to swap that out, maybe potentially stop it here, but that is now a 2-to-1 hold in favor of PyRogen, and Fnatic probably are happy with this, and we're seeing Valo still continuing to try to push in here. Won't get taken down by those grenades, and immediately see Fnatic just back off, try to go towards C, but just as quickly as they do that, Melisium starts to cap over on B.
Yeah, not having a interesting one, but this map, it really does come down. That spawn really did save them. Having 1 and A at C at the same time really did split Fnatic. Not working out really where the concentration of PyRogen were, so they went with the best guess, and I guess it came out okay, but oh, Drunks goes down, not impressed by his performance there, and that pretty much means PyRogen here might be able to squeeze this B flag and this A flag and get the bleed back.
Yeah, well, we found out here, and I have to give credit to, you know, the side of PyRogen, considering they're playing, you know, kind of a man down right now. They had to bring someone else in, and they're doing a fantastic job, especially after what we saw last week. And we're starting to see the PyRogen that we saw, obviously, in the finals of last season, where they did 2-0 Fnatic. And now we see Melisium picking up another kill on Too Easy this time. And we'll look for a second one. We'll get it as well on the Drunks. And that is now B flag capped over. They almost have a tri-cap going on here. And Valu actually going around to the backside of A here, trying to cap that one over.
Yeah, Valu got an important role here. Needs to stay alive. Spawning on him is going to be Too Easy. Too Easy getting the kill on Benny, and that even a random spawn brings up around the A flag as well. Hadrian realizes it and starts backing off. They need to get control of this upper balcony. You can see Hexus and Melisium trying to get that pressure on Unfix, but it's not going well for them. They need to be very careful here, though. More people spawning in on that upper balcony, and Hexus needs to do what he can. So they need to get control of that, and they do it. There you go, kills come in. And Fnatic already realizing this and already making a play for that C flag, but PyRogen are not giving them any chance to breathe here. They're already on that A flag.
Yeah, and we were talking in Skype during that little bit of a break that we had, and we were both saying that we think this is going to be a stomp. Like, we thought this was going to be completely one-sided, but obviously right now, as we can tell, it's not proven to be that.
No, but oh god, everyone gets wiped at the A flag, and this is going to be interesting on random spawn, see what happens. Someone might spawn at this A flag, and whoever does will probably get it. That's only 4 members of PyRogen all got wiped, so I'll be interested to see where they come in, if they spawn on teammates or if they go random. If they go random, they better hope for an A1, because right now Unfixed and Valutaja are making their way up there. Look at PyRogen. They realize that flag is probably exposed. Look at them rush for it. That's Ikehov going to be the first man in the flag. No random spawns at all. They're sticking on their teammates here, probably rightly so, but Fnatic taking the long route round to A, and it might pay off here.
Yeah, Unfixed and Moore both not being seen by Ikaho right there, and they're actually going to get the back spot on him, so if he does turn around and go the way he came in, and he will get taken down, as you do see right there. Moore picks up the 2 kills, and that will most certainly be a flag capture over for Fnatic here. Still have an A and C hold, but now, will that C flag, will that kind of sit there for PyRogen and be like, ooh, we could probably cap this now, knowing that they're at A, and will that lead to Fnatic to actually go for a capture on a B here? And as we're seeing them get wiped out one by one, Fnatic is getting closer and closer to getting potentially a tri-cap, or at least that favored B hold with an A or C flag.
Yeah, they needed to get rid of Too Easy in the center of the map here, being their anchor in the center there. You can see Benny still alive, getting revives, but he's got a 2-man attack coming with Unfix, and Valutaja is slowly pushing the upper balcony, or heaven as some people like to call it, and with that control up there, it really does give him a commanding position on B. You can see Melisium still waiting around at C, but that upper balcony is very important now, and if Hadrian goes down, this map is going to swing decisively for Fnatic, I feel, and he needs to be very careful right now.
What's so weird to me is Dawnbreaker, as we said time and time again as we casted all the matches on that last season, is it's a very one-sided map. Like, when you get that A to B hold or CB hold, you typically don't lose it, and you usually have like a giant lead, but there's been, I think, 1 or 2 games, including this one, out of every single one we've seen so far, that has actually been pretty close here.
Yeah, and except from yesterday where it went like 180 tickets, sorry, like 130 tickets, 137 to PyRogen on this against Dig. But that was Dig really just not feeling so comfortable on this map with their new lineup. But right now, Fnatic seem to be doing a great job. But I've seen this game come down to the wire pretty much, and I think that's because both teams really know how to break holds. And back in the day, they didn't know really how to do it, and it used to be this A-B hold that used to just go on forever. But right now, Fnatic with that kind of classic hold from heaven all the way down to A, and if they hold this, I can't see how PyRogen will break it anytime soon.
One more does spot that woman come in the corner. Will he get the kill? He does, but he will be taken down right after. And that is immediately going to pull someone else back. Drunk's going to fall back, try and defend against it. Looks like he did get the kill. There's going to be 1 man there on the flag, though. And let's see how he plays it here. He's healing up. He only has about 50 HP. We'll try to go for the revive, but unfortunately, they will not connect, and they will potentially go for the clear, and he will go down here. So that would be a back capped here, but they will lose that on B, and they lose that on C yet again here. It seems like PyRogen just immediately tried to capitalize off of, you know, Fnatic overcommitting men to recapture or hold on to a flag.
Yeah, but Valutaja helping capture that upper balcony. Look how many PyRogen are going to put into the attempt of capture up there, as Valutaja by himself now. He's got Ikaho and Melisium coming through. Ikaho goes down, and more people are spawning on that. And you can see Hadrian trying to do what he can to break through to A, but Fnatic now playing ultra aggressive, coming forward, trying to hunt for kills and trying to keep these spawns where they can see them. And right now, PyRogen are helping that by just spawning on top of each other. They go for a random one, but none of them are far near A, so this is not looking good for PyRogen as they're getting stuck at this part of the map once again.
Yeah, and this is really unfortunate for them too, because they've, I don't know if it was a strategy or something they've been pulling off, but the hecticness of this map so far has really worked out in their favor. Unfortunately, they are down about 22 tickets, but considering how badly they lost last week, this is definitely a huge improvement. It looks like they're going to finally go for the push on A, though. We're going to have Too Easy here to defend against it, and let's see if he can pick up these kills. They do around the corner. We'll get the first one. Gets the kill on Ikaho, and John's going to run around the corner and make sure to defend on that a little bit longer here as he does pick up a kill. And now they finally have that 2-1 hold, and it looks like they're going to just commit with this. Just stick with it, not go for a tri-cap.
Yeah, and Drunk's picking up those 2-man kills over A, and this is the dangerous part of this map, really, when you start grouping up like this. And that's what PyRogen are doing. They're not able to get their spawns. You bring up this tabletop right now, and you just see this line of Fnatic, and it's brutal. That crossfire is really effective, and it's pinning PyRogen into a building, and they need to break out as soon as possible.
Yes, they do. They don't have much time left to make it happen either, but Drunks is going to be in the perfect position if he looks towards B flag. But either way, actually, the people who did rush towards that did get taken down, but they're actually waiting for a big push on A here. They're just trying to limit how many tickets that they have to work against here in this second half. Because right now, it's not really likely they can pull this one. However, C will be captured over for Fnatic as they're losing control of A. And that should be Fnatic coming out with about a 54 ticket lead here into the second half.
Yeah, and it was quite chaotic for quite a while, but eventually Fnatic did impose some order. And 54 tickets is quite a lead. I mean, it was going back and forth for quite a while, but yeah, 54 tickets is very big lead for Fnatic. That is going to be very difficult to break, I feel.
You have to keep in mind, though, this map was chosen by PyRogen, so they need to at least secure a win on a map that they choose. And this is something that we talked about so many times, actually, over at the offline finals, you know, a couple of months ago, is that if you're going to choose a map, you better make sure to win it. Because there is a reason you're picking it, and there has to be, you know, confidence within it, and you cannot afford to lose out on that one, and then play the other team on a map that they're, you know, highly specialized in.
Yeah, but at the same time, they are banning out a lot of the maps that they know that their other team is going to be particularly good at. So I think it's not as big a worry as it might seem when people are picking up, because we've seen plenty of times at the offline final, but teams would lose on their home map and then win on their opponent's pick map. So
true.
But then at the same time, both these teams are going to be looking at each other's practices, keeping an eye on what maps they're playing and which ones they're not, and then trying to work on what they think they might be able to get a jump on their opponent on. But in general case, I think majority of these teams are kind of well versed on whichever maps get played. It's very few times you're going to see a team just get completely dominated.
That's true. That is very true. And right now we will have the side swap here as we get into the second half on Dawnbreaker. But, you know, what's your thoughts? Do you think Fnatic are going to take this first map here after that 54 ticket lead?
Yeah, I kind of feel that for PyRogen, they kind of need to get that first kind of round win, and if they don't, it kind of doesn't go well for them. Though saying that, against Dignitas, they won the first round and lost the second one decisively, losing the map, and then came back big, but I think that had more to do with Dig than it did to do with PyRogen. So let's see how they're going to deal with being on what is easily the harder side to play, as they have to use the boost to just get even a say in the B flag, and even then it's still not a very big one, as generally Fnatic will be in completely better positions on the break.
Well, we will have that boost actually come into effect. He will pop up over that one, get some respawns on top of him as well. And they're going to push straight towards this B flag here. But as you said, Fnatic, they're going to be there around the exact same time here, and they're going to be looking for a big fight here as it's a 3-on-3. No one going down just yet. You do have a nice split coming in for Fnatic, as you do see that one man working towards staircase. They pick up the first kill. Unfix gets that one on the Elysium, and they're looking for the second one here. And with the drop down from the stairs, he's even going to knife him. I believe that was. Yes, he did. He got the machete kill, and they will secure that B flag. So they get an early 2-1 hold here, and if it's Fnatic, it's the Fnatic that we know. They're not going to let this one go that easily. Yeah,
they even know that Ico's already broke through to around the back, and he goes down straight away to Morty, and that is not the start that PyRogen want, and definitely not getting macheted either. So, yeah, but this is the counter-attack, and it seems to be going PyRogen's way. Fnatic playing very, very deep, actually, and well, it looks PyRogen got everything they wanted, but it's all about the counter-attack that Fnatic are going to put in. Look at that, instantly already on the move.
Yes, they are. They are very quick to rotate, and actually that's one thing that could always be a downside to them, is their quick rotates. We saw that actually be their downside in the first half, where they would overcommit on rotates as well, and for that they would be back capped and they would, you know, be out in the cold in terms of, you know, the amount of flags that they're holding. But they seem to be doing a little better this time. They have a little bit more control. They do have 142 tickets to 128, and of course if we do see PyRogen actually fall below 54, they will have crossed that threshold and they will have lost on that first map and then be forced onto Lancang Dam, where they lost by 119 tickets last week. So,
yeah.
I don't think we want to. I think if PyRogen has any hopes of winning this best of 3, they have to win here.
Yeah, but that's Lancang Dam for you. I mean, that map is just whoever gets B first really generally ends up winning heavy. So we'll have to see how that plays into it. But yeah, this is PyRogen what they need here. They've got B, they've got A. They don't have the upper balcony, which is going to be key on holding this B flag. But finally, at least getting the bleed off their back, but probably only momentarily. Fnatic already in it. Fnatic just don't seem bothered right now. They are in a very heavy line of defense all the way from Valutaja to Tuizi, and now, unless Hexes can do something drastic here, I don't think there's much they can do to break this.
Yeah, I'm really not convinced that they can break it at this point with just the way Fnatic are playing this one so slowly. But you do see the back spawns coming, it seems. Looks like someone did cross that line. Maybe it was Mort, actually. But they will go for a cap on the C. And Mort now going for the push in, getting some little bit of a crossfire here over towards these hedges. And Fnatic is there around the corner to help out as well if he does peek this one. Looks like he will indeed here, but they have been killed. And unfortunately, they won't be able to do anything else to help out. But right now, we do have that 2-1 hold finally for PyRogen. And if Melissa maybe goes for B, they might cap that one back here. But now we might see that tri-cap come in because Melissa, a little bit of indecisiveness on where to go, is well, now he's heading back to A here. And he's going to be in a 1-on-2 position. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hold on to this or stop it.
From Fnatic's point of view, it doesn't really matter how long they can hold this for, as long as they get the B and the C, and that's what they get. Let's look at that. All that effort thrown in for one flag capture, and the bleed is still against them. Though they got the kills too easy, being ultra aggressive. I really didn't have to, and now they're going to suffer and lose that B flag. But they've got people in upper balcony. Fnatic are going to be patient here. They don't have to rush in. They can wait. They've got the ticket advantage, and they do have the lead in this round as well. So. It's not gone completely wrong just yet, and they are in a good position to take B back whenever they want. And there's that pressure from Hexus down already, so B is on the menu again.
And it looks like Valor's going to be ordering ordering that one because he's set up and pushed in towards B flags. So backup boxes will be able to cap it over, but look how close and clumped together that PyRogen are. Currently towards B, they were grouped up in this little bit of an area that I'm showing on screen. And that, could have been 1 or 2 nades, and they would have all been taken down, but they finally have, spread out a little bit. They're sending one man, Ikaho, to go towards that C flag right away here. And you can already see that Mort and Trunks do expect it. They do see him out, and he will be taken down. That push will stop here, but with that little bit of overcommitment, with that him pushing to the back, they go for a B cap here, and they even get a back spot on C. So this is actually looking very dangerous for Fnatic now.
Yeah, maybe, but that ticket lead is done its damage. Look at where PyRogen are. Very precarious position for them right now. Very good spawn for them, though. Benny over at the C flag, so they can wipe Fnatic here. This will go a long way to actually redressing the balance, but Unfix still holding up. But did he just get sniped?
I just noticed Benny is using a sniper.
Yeah, I've not seen that in a long time. Unfix just got sniped, and there you go.
He's using the ACOG scope as well.
Yeah, so there you go. Sniper being used in competitive play, but at this point with 82 tickets, they got to be very careful here. They got to make sure that everyone who dies gets revived, and they keep this bleed for the long term. And
look where Benny is, though. I really like this position. I think this could actually work out on Dawnbreaker because he's helping give some cover towards that B flag, and he's going to see them out as long as he can hit the shots. That's going to be really hard to penetrate.
Yeah, but only takes one spawn behind him and one guy to push up that highway, and he might be in trouble. There's a lot of places he could be caught out from here, but yeah, very interesting. But it all comes down to B, really. One successful push for Fnatic is pretty much all they need at this point, and PyRogen need to hold firm because they can't suffer a single ticket loss at this point.
And look where Benny's going now. I'm tagging along with him because you never usually see snipers, in competitive play anymore, or ever. But he's sitting very far back at C here, but that's pretty much like a guarantee hold. Like, they can't really spawn there, and they have a fantastic 2-1 holder now. They finally have the advantage here in the second half, and Fnatic seem to be struggling a little bit.
Yeah, but Fnatic, if anything, are patient. They know where the defenders are, but yeah, Valutage, the last guy up in the middle here, and Morty here taking the long route round. I wonder if he knows that there's a sniper about or not, because, if Morty here spawns on top of... Yeah, now this is where the sniper really doesn't become that useful, because more people are spawning around him the whole time, and what is he going to do? Is he going to come and attack when they're just sitting there to capture the flag?
He's gonna run up to him and kill him. Watch this. Benny gonna go off the bang. Gets from behind. That was really uneventful. That was really unfortunate because I was so pumped up to see him charge in there and pick up a kill, but he just dies from behind. So that was a little bit of a little sadness within me. But right now we do see B finally capped over C as well. Fnatic finally get the 2-1 hold back with those respawns coming in. But we'll find out for how long here. 62-69. And remember, all they have to do is drop PyRogen below that 54 ticket threshold, and they will have secured a first map victory here. And they're taking it slow. They're being patient, just like you said. And it looks like they're going to be able to pull through as long as they can maintain this 2-1 hold or just pick up enough kills to secure it.
They need to bleed more than anything, and Unfix just gets important kills there, and more importantly, the capture, pinning down anyone coming through mouth detectors right now. And PyRogen's only chance really is to get this C capture as quick as possible, kill Morty, and hold B with the 4-on-2, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen here. This is very dangerous for PyRogen.
It is. They're down to 61 tickets now. Let's see. We'll be... Oh, no. It actually won't be captured over for PyRogen because he did get killed on the flag here. Benny can be forced to go back here. He will be able to cap over here in just a second. He did switch back to the assault class, just to let you guys know at home. Not using that sniper anymore. As you can see, Unfix was the last man of his squad for quite a while, as they're just getting wiped out left and right here, but they're getting the respawns in, and we do see PyRogen actually pushing. I'm not sure if I agree with this. Melissa, he's actually charging straight into A here, trying to catch him off guard, but he gets taken down.
Yeah, the only hope really PyRogen probably have at this point here is to get a full domination cap and get the wipes on Fnatic, but it ain't going their way. 60 to 46, and this is getting dangerously close to the cutoff point, and Fnatic here, they just know it, and that's why Unfix just rushing for C while everyone's just trying to hold down that B flag as long as they can.
And the thing is, every kill they get right now, it makes it impossible for PyRogen to come back because they only have 3 more respawns in, and that's without even counting a 2-to-1 hold in favor of Fnatic. And we're seeing C captured. They're going to have a 2-to-1 here in just a few seconds. And now it's pretty much impossible to come back from. They can't spawn anyone in. Yeah,
but they did a great job to even get this close. But yeah, the last round really, the domination at Fnatic were able to impose, and the last part of that round really is what solidified the win here. But PyRogen fighting back at the mid part of this round, it looked like maybe if they held it a little longer it could work, but I seriously think that sniper probably put them in a worse position, and then you might think there's nothing he can do if they push through that flag, and there you go, we're going to go straight through to the next map.
Alright, so next map will be on Lancang Dam, and you saw something yesterday that I want you to reiterate on stream if you guys weren't watching yesterday. You had a Lancang Dam match, and it was a little bit one-sided, if I remember correctly.
A little bit one-sided. Oh my god, it ended pretty quick, if I remember rightly. I think it was ESC, and yeah, it just, you get that B flag, you get the A, or anything, as long as you get B in the middle and you win the initial fights and you clear someone out, there you go. You're pretty much going to run away for it. And it was, I think it was ESC versus Infamous, and yeah, Lancang Dam, dangerous flag to map to pick, because you can't impose initial control. You're playing a very aggressive game against someone who's just going to be dug in and shooting you apart.
And well, we're going to find out here what's going to happen this time. Remember, Fnatic had a 119 ticket win against PyRogen just last week on this map.
That's this map. If you can't can't break it right at the beginning, it is just going to end like that. Unless Fnatic have some ingenious way of keeping that bleed off their back. If they lose this initial attack and PyRogen get the initial hold, I have not seen many teams break it. And if any team will, I guess it'll be Fnatic or maybe Epsilon. But, PyRogen are full of surprises, and you can never really count them out. But yeah, might be a bit difficult for them if Fnatic can get that initial capture. Yeah,
very true. I'm just going to have a restart come in here to take effect. As we're probably going to have PyRogen over on the Chinese side, but we'll wait just to see what happens when the restart finally does come in. But right now, I mean, Epsilon are waiting, in the wings for, for their opponent here, and we could see a back-to-back, Fnatic versus Epsilon.
I would not be surprised. I actually called it yesterday. I had a feeling that we might see a repeat final. But at the same time, seriously, PyRogen did impress me in that last game. They did do very well against Fnatic. It's only that one lapse at the end of the first round is really what cost them. But up until that point, it was a very back and forth game, and PyRogen could have won that. It's just, I don't know. It's difficult with Fnatic. If they can ever overpower you and get you stuck in a corner, they really just know how to hold you there, and that's what we saw at the end of the last round. And yeah, hopefully for PyRogen's point of view, that doesn't happen here, but this is the kind of map that if that happens, it's pretty much over, and Fnatic are very good at putting you in that position.
There you go. He's having fun killing every window that he possibly can find. I'm actually
we can't get our camera for it, so he's helping with that.
Well, I actually have a message on Skype, probably from an admin that I can't check, unfortunately. Maybe you can check in with the channel to see what's going on, because I would assume that we should be going live already. But we just haven't started yet.
Sure, we'll be starting soon. I don't see anything on there.
I'll just ask in chat, see if they say anything, because I don't know, I want to get this game underway, because we had that 20-30 minute delay, obviously after the first game, and I don't want to make people wait too much longer, but let me see if I can check. Unfixed is pissing. All right. It's not really much else to say to that.
Yeah, straight to the point.
I mean, it's not like I can get up in the middle of a show and go pee. So that's first world problems, life of a caster. I mean, I do have a bottle here, and actually, now that I think about it, because I'm going to show my camera right now. Now that I think about it, that is pretty close. Well, it's a little more orange than I would expect, but that's pretty close.
Oh my god.
You guys can use your imagination as I take a lovely sip from it right now.
The things that go through the caster view. Oops. Oh god. Yeah, that's Jason too.
What?
I think we're ready. Maybe? Please do that.
People are referring to it as a piss cam. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully they are ready. I honestly am not a fan of waiting this game going.
No, not at all. Especially when we've already had a few delays from the teams already.
Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. And, sorry, I'm still reading comments in Twitch chat from that. I don't know. Hopefully this will be fixed in a second. Flasher, ooh, Flasher's got a sniper. Let's see.
Obviously, he's now going to become the next.
Oh, so Benny's gone, and Flasher's back.
Yay, we're all ready.
That's interesting then. So let's see what he can bring to the team. Maybe he can... One thing is Benny didn't do a bad job, but unfortunately it's just not what they needed to pick up the victory in that last one. Maybe things will change here, but obviously they did have their lineup last time, in, last week, and they lost a lot harder than they did just now.
Well, it's seriously, it's just a map. I don't think it's much to do with like how they played, but as soon as I say that, I bet Fnatic come out and just absolutely crush them. But I really feel it's more down to the map and very little to do with the teams in a way. Obviously, that sounds absolutely stupid, but
so it depends on the teams.
Yeah. Well, I heard on the aftermath video from the EMS final. One of the sound bits that they put in from me was one of these two teams are going to win. Which
wait, there was an aftermath video?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh well, I'll show it to you later. But either way, that's the quote.
I'll run it during the break or something.
That's the quote they got from me. One of these two teams is going to win. Which
that sounds about right.
That is literally what will happen today. One of these two teams, PyRogen and Fnatic, are going to win.
You are probably the best commentator I've ever heard in my life. Just want to point that out there. But here we go. We're going to see Fnatic go for the early pick on the B. Early hold on to it. And last time we saw these two teams play on this map, they did not let it go. So let's see what's going to happen this time. Can PyRogen break that wall? That is Fnatic here. And we're actually tagging him with Unfixed as he's just looking for the one man out. We'll spot him, but not pick up the kill just yet. Nate going to come in as well. He actually has Flasher jump into his face. And he will get dropped here. But Fnatic looking to win the fights. Too easy, picks up 2 kills. And it looks like they will maintain control of B just for a little bit longer here. Well, a bit longer. I mean, they're going to pretty much get a full wipe there, and they're going to maintain it and not give it up.
The Hadrian needs to be very careful here. Last guy far forward. Last shot in there helping, but look at that. Drunk's coming in behind, getting the 2 wipes on his countryman. And Elysium now has to do something on that A flag because otherwise this bleed is just going to continue. And look at it already, 130 to 147. Man, this is when it gets nasty on Dam.
Yeah, we need to see PyRogen turn something around. Looks like they're going to go for an A cap here. Valo going to be there though to stop it. Going to nade down there. Going to spot that one man. Going to actually push up to the side. Going to get the kill onto him. But look for the second one. Actually, does pick the first, but not the second just yet. Will get taken out. Unfix is there to help out, and he will pick up that kill. And the second one, even get the revives probably in as well. And they won't lose out any tickets. Perfect rotate coming in. And from that, from the 2-man squad that went A here, the 3 that just came back alive here were able to push into B.
Yeah, and that's where it gets really dangerous on this kind of map, because if you can't break that A and you can't break B, you're just stuck. And this is where they get desperate and they come forward to get the flag, and look where too easy is.
Why?
It's just going to try and get this full cap.
Why? I don't know. I feel like this is like the easiest way. Oh, well, you get taken down the other way, but it feels like the easiest way to lose control of B because now they actually have 2 men inside the building. And then we up against 3, potentially 4 men here in just a few seconds. And looks like they will get maybe a respawn in or 2. Valu gonna be watching the high ground. No one coming over from C as he does drop down. And we will see PyRogen go for an execute. They do actually pick up 1 kill to 2 easy, so they're starting to swarm in towards this flag here. Texas looking for potentially another kill. Melissa picks one up here, and they do actually get the wipe inside a B flag, and that is going to be finally PyRogen getting a 2-1 hold back for themselves, but we'll find out for how long here. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, does get taken down.
It's great to get the flag, but the counter-attack always comes in really quick, because Fnatic know they have very little time, so they need to wipe out Drunks as quick as possible here and solidify their hold on this B flag. And you can already see Unfixed is going around the side of this map to try and get into that C flag, or at least to take some attention away from B so they can try and get in there and smash it and grab it.
Yeah, and we'll see what's going to happen here. And PyRogen attempted this, but they didn't really have the full coordination working. When they had those 2 men capping A and they had the 3 at C that didn't push into B just yet. A little bit late on that rotate, but let's see what's going to happen. Unfixed. It's going to push in. There's going to be 1 man defending against it. And actually 1 man will leave the flag. Respawn's coming on top of Unfixed. And let's see. Can Flasher hold on to this push? He does. Well, he doesn't see the man up to his left. And he will get taken down that. Will be C capped over. And now the real question is, Fnatic, are they going to go for B right after this? Or are they just going to maintain the AC hold?
No, they're going to keep this, and they're just going to try and like wait it out, let the bleed do a lot of the work, and try and hope for an overcommitment from PyRogen. Look at that, grenades from 2easy taking out Melisium, and I'm not sure who else, but with that opens up B now, and PyRogen have to really worry. Completely caught out of position here. Beautiful play by
look at those spawns too.
Yeah, this is terrible for PyRogen. They're really in very sore state right now. They're going for A, but they're going to just give up B.
They are definitely going to be giving that one up here. And they might not even capture up at A too, because we're seeing 1 man up towards the top side. Actually looking to hold on to it, defend against it, and he will have some backup as well. Drugs will pick up the first kill. Looks like he might go for the revive. No, he spots other man out, doesn't get him down. But that will be A capped over here. But right now, Fnatic looks like they're going to set up for the push on the high ground. We're going to see Valo get... No, he doesn't get the kill. He gets taken down. And that is B wiped out as well here. Unfixed now pushed in, trying to get the revives, trying to defend against this push onto the flag. And just to hold on to here, it's 116 to 64 tickets. And it looks like he might not even survive this. He will actually get a kill on the Hadrian with the grenade, though. And he will fall shortly thereafter. And that will be Beef in full control here of PyRogen.
Yeah, it all comes down to the counter-attack. It seems to definitely be going Fnatic's way. Respawns are going to come in because they need to keep control of this B flag, but there's no one controlling the outside. The Drunks here coming in right behind, taking out Flasher, and there you go. That counter-attack very successful for Fnatic, and now regaining B once again, the most important map on this. And while this was happening, Morty managed to take down 2 attackers by himself at C. He traded at the end, but that's all he needed to do, and that bleed is continuing, and now Fnatic are so comfortable with their work that they're going to go for a trip cap, but this is really dangerous for PyRogen.
Oh yeah, look at Drunks dropping in from the high ground, pick up the kill on Hadrian and stop that push on A. It looks like they're not going to cap it over though. They're just going to go for kills here. It's 104 to 50 tickets. They don't have as big of a lead as they had last time on this map, but still a giant lead so far. And 2Z will get taken down at that A flag, but Unfixed, Valu, and even more actually back at C here. Going to try to start the push onto this B flag, and Unfixed will be taken down. This could be a flag cap for PyRogen here, but we're seeing Drunks pretty much stall 3 people from being pushed into there, and they will get taken down. They will fall off to the side. And Mort trying to help out, give a little bit of support from that C flag onto A, but unfortunately, it's a little bit too far out of his range. And now Unfixed rushing back in this B flag. Looking to hold on to here. Look at the first kill. Wow. And we'll get a nice shot off.
PyRogen just giving up the A flag, not even getting a capture here. They're just rushing into A, trying to get it as much as possible. Realize their mistake now, send Hexus back, but man, they don't have many people in this B flag, and Fnatic are all over it right now. I'm trying to work out where the spawns are going to come in. There you go, 3-man spawn right at the top. And Valutaja peeking out through the doorway, doing a hit and run here, just keeping PyRogen off balance in the B flag. And really, Fnatic are just letting this bleed do the work for them here.
That's all you really have to do now. Going from a 50 ticket lead to about 100 at this point. And you currently are up about 80 tickets now, and they're honestly looking to close this out here, and I feel like they're going to. All it takes is a couple more kills, and then PyRogen won't be able to respawn in, won't be able to make the coordinated pushes that they need to, and they're going to continue to hit onto this B flag. And this is what we saw Fnatic do differently. They didn't keep hitting B over and over again when they lost it. They set Unfixed down around the bottom side to cap on C.
Yeah, and if they haven't able to do that at all, and it's really just going to go bad for them. They got one push left in them maybe, but I don't even think they're even going to try here, and they're just going to let the timer run down. And maybe Fnatic will even hold their spawn to get as many tickets as they can. There you go. 98 tickets to 0, and not as dominant as I've seen this map sometimes, but at least PyRogen broke the hold on B a handful of times, but weren't able to get the hold themselves.
Yeah, very true. And well, let's see what's going to happen in the second half, though. And obviously, we've seen Fnatic do it, time and time again, getting a giant lead into the second. But PyRogen has potential to do the same. Remember, they did beat them back at the offline playoffs that we had just a few months ago, and it could really happen again. Though I have to say, they're looking not like the caliber of team that we saw them as when they were here.
No, they just seem completely surprised by PyRogen. PyRogen really just caught them off guard. I kind of feel Fnatic probably was already looking past PyRogen, thinking that this wouldn't be too hard. They had 2 close games with Dig, and maybe PyRogen just won't be anything like the opponents that maybe they were expecting, like maybe MYM or Epsilon. And man, they got taught a lesson in humility there, and they really were beaten quite badly. And I mean, good for them to come back. And some of the players were questioning if they wanted to continue after that. And PyRogen really did put them through some torment in that one. But yeah, looking good now. But PyRogen, if they can get this initial hold on B, they don't really have to worry about the last round. They just need to keep control. And B isn't where they struggled. It's A. They lost out on A and C like quite a lot. And that's a mark of a good team from Fnatic, if you ask me.
All right, now both teams just suicide in a way, trying to get a little bit of a better spawn. Be a little bit quicker towards that initial push here, but 10 seconds to go. We'll be kicking off here the second half. Can Fnatic take it in its clean 2-0 sweep, or will we see PyRogen take it to map number 3, which will be on Golmud Railway if we do need it here? And looks like we will kick it off. We'll start this one up here, and we're going to see PyRogen obviously go for that quick push onto B, but I feel like whoever wins this initial fight at B is pretty much going to control the game.
Yeah, it's a desperate one for PyRogen. They really need to win it, considering 98 tickets. That's something that you can't really allow that bleed to ever go over. PyRogen even didn't get the capture yet.
Look at Fnatic, though. They're staying 2 men towards the backside. They're actually not going to go in straight through the front, which we saw PyRogen do, obviously, in the last one here. And they're taking their time. They're not committed to it just yet. They see the flag still hasn't been captured. Too easy actually rush in there. And he's going to pick up a nice little bit of a kill. That'll be actually, I believe, the second one of the game so far. And they have wiped them out. Look at that. 4 deaths for PyRogen. They have game control of B here. And now remember, with only 98 tickets as a threshold,
yeah,
1 or 2 wipes is all it takes.
And 1 wipe is all needed on the B, and that's pretty much... I got a feeling, unless Pyro can get in there nice and quick, that's it. And that was terrible positioning by Pyro. They left 1 guy to cover 2 entrances, didn't spot the person in time, broke through, got the kills, and captured the flag. And man, not the start you want to PyRogen.
And too easy, pulling a drone, nading himself right there. At least he got a kill onto himself, but let's see what's going to happen. As B is being contested here, we do have Hexus pushed up onto the flag, but for how long is Teasy going to come in the corner? I'll spot him out. I imagine he's going to pick the kill here in just a second. Yes, he does. And his teammates actually have followed by the wayside. They have been taken down here. Look at this, unfixed. Might get flanked in from the back. He's got to be very careful here. We'll swap the men out. We'll get the kill. And they actually will wipe them yet again. Look at that.
Yeah, and it's just slippery slope right now. PyRogen really only have about 1 good attack left in them. They're going to lose that A flag, so all this pressure on C is really not going to help them at all. And PyRogen really, they already need to be pushing on B, and they're still struggling just to get the C flag, so I kind of feel that this might be it.
I think it might be as well, and I mean, I want to say it was well played by PyRogen, but I also don't, because, but yeah, you can easily get a huge lead on this map. Like it can be easily one-sided, but I feel like their breaks in the hold of Fnatic just weren't quick enough.
Yeah, but their initial start on both rounds is what's been the problem. They really should have got the initial capture. They should have shut down those entrances much, much better. They didn't, and they let Fnatic in, and then they just got kicked out, and they haven't really had much to say other than that.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for them, but right now they still have a couple of tickets to work with. And by couple, I mean 2. And it looks like they will lose out on this one. In fact, going to maintain a 2-1 hold. And that will be it. That will be Fnatic advancing on to the finals, play against Epsilon yet again.
Yep, and it was all down to 2Easy breaking through at the beginning there. Got the 2 easy kills on the defenders and really just broke open that
see what you did there.
You know what? That's the best thing about it is I don't even realize I did it. But yeah, that's it. PyRogen 2-0 by Fnatic. Payback for the LAN finals once again.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, guys, that means... Oh, that's the wrong button. Did not mean to hit that one. That means we're going to go a little bit of break, though. When we come back, we will have the grand finals kicking off between Fnatic and Epsilon to see who wins first place and who, unfortunately, goes home with second. We'll be back in a few minutes, guys. We'll see you then.